getting our gardens ready for spring. So a little bit of prep work to do into getting, whether you have flower beds or containers, we don't want to just stick flowers in there without doing a little bit of prep work. So what can we do? You need to get your hands dirty and dig in to those flower beds and start pulling out. And really, depending on what you had, some flowers will absolutely make just a mass of roots, and you really need to break that, at least break it down or pull it out of there. If you have like potato vine or dahlias or something that has tubers in it, yeah, you'll have all kind. That soil will be full of little tubers, like little mini potatoes. You want to get that out because those will rot down and get kind of icky. So doing that, a little bit of prep work and taking that out. Can you reuse soil year to year? Yes, you can. So you can reuse that soil from year to year, but clean it up. And I like to tell people to top dress, meaning add in some fresh soil each year, so that and mix that in, just so you got a little bit of fresh in there. So at least a few inches of brand new soil just to mix that in, and that will help prep that container or that flower bed or that garden. If you have topsoil or something, maybe that's kind of heavy, or it gets a little bit heavier each year. Say like a flower bed, you use some topsoil. You might want to lighten that up with some potting soil or something a lot lighter. And it's also going to help, like potting soil that has a lot of peat moss in it, that holds moisture, and it will lighten everything up. That will help you. Don't just try to put pure topsoil into a flower bed. Mix in some potting soil. You want it to be a lot lighter than that heavy topsoil. So that's something that you can mix in, and it's going to help those flowers a lot and aerate that soil. You're going to have a lot better success by adding in something that's got a lot more peat moss in it, and then it'll hold that soil hold that moisture in that soil. So yes, you can. That's one of our number one questions is, can I reuse soil, especially this time of year? So yeah, you absolutely can. When it comes to great big containers, another question that we get all the time is, can I put something in the bottom of that container to fill up some space? And yeah, you can, but on a big container. So if it's maybe over a 5-gallon bucket size, then yeah, you could go ahead and put something in there, a milk jug or styrofoam. One of the gals that works for me, her husband is diabetic, so he gets the insulin in the, I don't know how often they send that in the mail, but she has all these like heavy duty foam insulated, and so sometimes we'll use those or give those away to people that want, it's a nice heavy duty, basically it takes up space. But what I would caution you against with that is, you don't want just a little bit of soil. The more soil, the better, okay? It makes it easier on you as far as watering and care. So don't try to save money by not putting in as much soil, because it's more work on you. So I prefer to have as much soil as I possibly can. And once you get into really big containers, yeah, then you can go ahead and fill them up. But even in the stuff in my yard, most of it, like I've got pots. I've got some pots around our. We have a nice LED sign, which costs a lot of money, and I just wanted to protect it. So they're full of soil. So if you hit it with a car, they don't go anywhere. And that's on purpose. Like, hit the pot, save the $65,000 sign. So those are full of soil. We went to Tractor Supply a few years back and got some big troughs. Those make a fantastic container, flower bed. Yeah.
Because I was meant to ask you to bring it up before, so I'm sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
I have to have a standing garden. I know there's other people that do.
Yeah.
Do we have to do anything different for those? Mine are 5-gallon buckets, and it's for vegetables. It's not for plants.
Okay.
Flowers.
You mean you want to keep it up?
Well, it is. Well, it's it's height because I'm disabled, so I have
Yeah.
to stand.
Yep.
So I just didn't know if there's any different prep to use if you're using it for vegetables in a 5-gallon pails.
Not necessarily. I mean, tomatoes, really our rule of thumb is your minimum soil for, say, like a container for a tomato is 5 gallons. That's minimum, because they will drink a lot of water. So don't try to put unless it's like a patio tomato or something that's not going to get real big. Yeah, you want some pretty big containers for tomatoes if they're not in the ground. We always have one big show-off tomato in our greenhouse, and I started early. I started like around the 1st of January or so, and it'll go 10, 12 feet in the greenhouse. I've had to go out the greenhouse. They like found a hole and went out, and we figured it was 14 feet. So it gets huge, and it's in a container, maybe this big by that. So it's got a lot of soil, probably at least 15 gallons of soil, and it'll drink it up. So, but for you having something up higher, these troughs that we have in our yard, and they're a little pricier. They're like a nice galvanized trough for animals. We use that for our flowers. One year I think we did do a garden in it, but they're handy as can be. And they're actually full. I put topsoil in the bottom, and then I mixed in a bunch of bags of soil in there, just in that top maybe foot or so. So I have to use a skid steer to move them, but that also means that nobody's going to steal them. So that's the other thing to think about is, like, if you got that really nice container of flowers, make it heavy so nobody can take it. It happens. It's usually not a guy. It's a woman that's like, I want those. So that's the theft that we've had has been women. So yeah.
One quick question.
Yeah.
You mentioned like a 5-gallon container for like tomatoes and whatnot.
Yep.
So of that 5-gallon container, what percentage would be soil and what percentage might be potting soil? Or do you do it all one way?
If it's 5 gallons, I'm going to fill it all up with potting soil. If it's going to be bigger, if it's going to be 10, 15 gallons, yeah, I might use half and half, but remember, it is going to be heavy. You get that topsoil in there, and think of like a 5-gallon bucket full of topsoil. It's going to be heavy. Yeah, so.
And you keep adding more potting soil during the year because it
Yep.
compacts down.
Yeah, it'll compact down. Yes.
When you are using the planters, do you put drainage like stones?
Yes, good point. Yeah, make sure that you have drainage, whatever it is, and that's gotten me before. We had some really pretty, they're maybe this big, really pretty containers, and I planted it up, and I noticed maybe a week, 2 weeks later, it's like, it's not looking good. And sure enough, it was soup. So it was full of water, and I dumped it. I bet I dumped out 20 gallons of water. So you make sure that you either drill holes in it, and that one there was a plug. I'm like, oh, there was a plug in here that pulled it out, and sure enough, it just dumped that water out. So it does happen. I know better, and still I goofed that up.
So stones are good.
Stones are fine. That water will end up sitting at the bottom anyway. So you can have some stones. I normally don't put stones in there. I usually just fill the whole thing up with water, but make sure you have some sort of hole in there or several holes, because it'll clog up too. So maybe a few holes. And if you buy some containers at, say, like a Walmart or dollar store or whatever, a lot of times they don't have any holes in them. So make sure that you do drill some pretty good sized holes in them. If you have clay or like a clay pot, or you have to use a mason bit, and it's a little trickier. You use a mason bit, and then you can break them real easy too. So you gotta be careful when you're using that. But they're pretty pots, but so I don't know why they wouldn't put a hole in them. I've had to drill. Amy's like, here, can you drill a hole in this for whatever? It was like an Easter lily. I'm like, how many of these am I gonna break before I get? You gotta make sure that it's going fast and you go slow. So yeah, but anyway, so that's kind of the the skinny on, maybe getting prep work, getting ready